This episode of Co-op is brought to you by GoDaddy, Gamefly, and Squarespace.
Oh my god. Guys. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Guys, seriously, guys.
What?
I figured out a way to save us a ton of time on the narrative. I don't know why we didn't think of it before. Okay, so check this out. Co-op, the animated series. Come on, right? Right?
We don't know anything about animation. I mean,
you don't have to. That's the great part. I already did it.
What?
Yeah.
How the hell did you?
Check this out. Check this.
This is gonna be full of poop.
No. Well, it has some poop. But check this out.
Dude.
Check this out.
Okay.
Okay, guys, let's talk about games.
Dude, I love games.
Me too. I'm gonna talk a lot.
And I'm gonna have spiky hair.
Guys, listen to this. Robot dicks.
So, how awesome is the game?
Well, the problem with Uncharted 2 is it's almost too good.
Hey, there's Rob.
What's wrong, little guy?
Is it your pride?
Is it your car again?
Man, my car always gets stolen.
That's what you get for having a car.
Hey, quit being a dick.
A robot dick.
It's kind. That was kind of lame, man.
I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of boring.
Really?
Yeah, there was like 8 frames of animation.
There was like 15 at
Dude,
least.
the story didn't even make sense.
Dude, you obviously don't understand art.
And dude, it's kind of boring. I mean, dude, you need some action, like some fire, flames.
When do we see fire and flames?
Well, that's the point. It's animated, so like jazz it up, you know.
Yeah.
Like put in fire, put in flames, like some lasers.
Lasers, yes. That's a
Dude,
great
and
idea.
make Jason look badass.
When does Jason look badass?
Make him look badass for this.
Come on, you could do it.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys want lasers?
Yeah.
You guys want fire?
Yes.
Fine. I'll give you. Oh, you want badass?
Yeah,
Fine.
absolutely.
I'll be in the bathroom if you need me.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, like, I get all my good ideas from sitting in the bathroom. You know.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. That's where I came up with Robot Dick.
Really?
The thing I like about you most is you've run away with me. So pack your bags and your shotgun too. We might run into zombies. We're always down for that co-op multiplayer action. We're always down. We're so down. We're so down. We're so down for co-op. We're so down for that co-op action.
Eufloria just came out. I didn't really know anything about it. I kind of wanted to play it just based off the art style. I saw the screenshot on Steam.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want to play this. And
Off my radar completely. I had like no idea what it was at all.
Yeah, and it turns out that it's totally worth it, and it's a very, very good indie game. It used to be called just Dyson, but they changed it to Eufloria. Have you ever heard of Freeman Dyson?
No.
So Freeman Dyson was he's still alive. He's like this theoretical physicist, and where I first heard of him was in an episode of Star Trek.
Okay.
There's this concept that he came up with they call it the Dyson sphere, or the Dyson shell. This episode of Star Trek, they run across a Dyson sphere, which is basically an advanced civilization builds an entire sphere around their star so they can capture all of the solar energy in their structure. You can see where like this guy's, the ideas like that can spawn, you know, creativity from people's brains. His idea is that you could have a genetically, biomechanically engineered plant that can grow on a comet and grows as a tree. It can be designed to create itself into a structure and generate oxygen based off the raw materials that are inside a comet that could provide habitat, like a living habitat. The art style looks like cellular structures or something, but the colors are nice and soft. It's got these simple kind of vector graphic faded things. But what it represents is asteroids. You have these trees that grow out of the asteroids, and it's really cool to watch the way that they organically grow. So the idea is that you're these biomechanical plants that are growing out of asteroids, exploring into new asteroids, taking them over, growing further, and like fighting enemy colonies as well. And it's very much so like any space empire sim that the metaphor is definitely there.
Yeah.
The asteroid has 3 stats. It has energy, strength, and speed. And depending on the asteroid stats, that's the kind of seedling tree that you'll be able to grow on that asteroid in order to generate more seedlings so that you can expand your empire.
And so you're basically you're in control of multiple asteroids and and maintain your seedlings on those separate asteroids.
Yes, exactly. And every asteroid has a certain, I think of it as like a gravitational well, you know, but it's basically just a radius of effect. And like you take over an asteroid and you can jump to anywhere in its radius of effect to another asteroid. You use your seedlings as both a resource and as your units. You can grow 3 different kinds of seedlings that all have different attributes. Like the energy seedlings are really good for taking over enemy planets because like you have to swim down into their core and deplete a planet's energy down to 0, and then you take it over. The selection process for choosing your seedlings to send out, it's a little bit wonky, like because you can end up with hundreds of seedlings flying around an asteroid. And you hit the R mouse button and you hold it down and it counts up. And I wish there was just like a select all button or something like that.
Because you select each one of them, tell them all to go.
Yeah, exactly. Like select all go. Select all go. And it would kind of quicken the pace of this game. Real genius and creativity in this game comes in its simplicity, because the only thing that you can do is grow trees and direct seedlings to different asteroids, and that's all you can do. You don't organize seedlings to attack other seedlings. You know, you don't really organize different groups of seedlings to do different things based on their class. You sort of can, but it's not really that important to the game. It's mostly just build up and go. And that's why I think this game is very approachable, on top of being very beautiful.
It doesn't have multiplayer. Before.
Yeah, there's no multiplayer, and it is kind of too bad because it feels really set up for multiplayer. It's something where I can see there being a lot of back and forth, a lot of expansion and retreat and that kind of thing, and maybe that's something they'll be able to do in the future if this game turns out to be a commercial success, which I hope it does because it's a great game design.
It's just a downloadable title.
Downloadable, yeah. You can download it. It's on Steam. It's on Direct to Drive. I think they're going to have it for download on their website pretty soon and everything. It's
all the best places, basically.
Yeah, it's available in a lot of places. The simplified real-time strategy elements of it are very enjoyable, and it's the kind of thing that I think a lot of people could pick up on instantly, even if you're not a big real-time strategy fan or a big Space Empire fan, you know, that kind of thing.
GoDaddy.com makes it easy to customize your own virtual dedicated server. Choose one of 3 popular plans or select your own Linux or Windows server with all the plan options you need. Plus, enter code CO4 when you check out and save an additional 15% on any order of $75 or more. Some restrictions apply. See site for details. Get your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com.
Yeah? Good? All right.
Once in a while, dude. I swears for my ginger beer.
Yeah, I don't have any money.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Canabalt. Have you played this yet?
Oh, I have.
It's maybe the coolest kind of super simple iPhone game that I've seen in a while. You know, like, well, first it came out as a Flash game. It was available to play on the web.
That was where I first saw it, actually.
And in like 3 or 4 days later, it was available on iPhone. The basic premise is simple. You are a little man who's trying to escape from a bunch of shit, like crashing down in this crazy world. Like there's spaceships and mechs running around in the background, and your goal is to go from the left screen to the right of the screen for as long as you can before dying. It's not that you're gonna ever make it to the end. There is no end, as far as I know. It's just how far you can go before you fall off an edge or before something comes sends you to your death. The premise is simple. The gameplay is just one button tap, and you can hold it longer to jump longer, that sort of thing. There are certain items in the environment, like boxes, that might come in your path that'll like slow you down. And as you make jumps properly, your character speeds up. The thing that really sets it apart and makes the game cool, I think, is the art direction. It's just got these like beautiful 2D pixel art backgrounds and some sort of like
multi-level
parallax scrolling, so that you can see like, you know, this mech over here, but this spaceship goes by faster, and everything's beautiful. There's like doves that like come up off the buildings, all John Woo style at times.
Yeah, and the buildings are cool when they collapse.
And they collapse, yeah. I can't believe how much fun it is for such a simple game.
And one of the coolest things I found was like, I actually found out about it on Twitter, because you can just post it right to your Twitter right from in the game. Yeah. And that was where I first heard about it, was people posting it like
Definitely.
that.
I mean, I played it like a few times in the Flash version on the web, and then right after that, I was like seeing on Twitter that it was on iPhone. I was like, damn, that game's perfect for iPhone. I gotta get it. It was $3. It was a no-brainer.
Oh,
wow. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
I gotta go. In 40 seconds, I've got a Forza auction that I gotta manage. So
Dude, that guy's crazy with his cars.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't feel like going back yet. Like, what have you been playing?
Yeah, I've been wanting to tell you guys about this game called Geared. It's
Gears?
Yeah,
Gears
Geared.
of War? They have that on the iPhone?
No. Geared. It's a puzzle game.
Geared. Okay.
Yeah. So like the idea is that you want to get the blue gear power. So they give you like up to 5 different gears, and you know, sometimes it'll be a bunch of little small gears, and then or medium gears, or even larger gears, and so you have to kind of figure out the path to get the blue gear going. It's 120 different stages.
Damn.
And they get really, really hard. And so once you get to like level 20, they kind of change things up a bit.
Yeah.
Where you have multiple gears that you have to get going. They have these things where there's no drop zones. You can't place gears in these certain zones.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where the cross.
You have to place the gear like around it. So like you have this drop zone here. You have to like drop the gear from up top and then make it land on the one that's moving and kind of stack it, or figure out ways around those non-drop zones. As you move on even further, they have sliding non-drop zones. You tap it to move it up or down, or left or right. with a recent update, there's a community forum now that you can access through the game. People that like get stuck on different levels, and you can ask for help.
That's really cool because that's like having GameFAQs in the game. You have to go to GameFAQs, which we all do from time to time. But you've never had to do that because you're so awesome.
Well, 47 I did actually. I went into the Q&A and one guy was stuck on 47 also, and I saw the answer, and now I'm stuck on 48. So
well, that's okay. I won't hold it against you.
It's a really good puzzle game, and it's only 99 cents.
Well, like 120 stages, that's going to last you a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even halfway, so.
But I think it's really innovative. I mean, it seems like such a simple concept when you're first looking at it. It looks like Pong or something like that, or like Breakout, you know, where you have the ball bouncing on the paddle, and it bounces on its own. The strength of the bounce, like you have this line that goes across the screen, you just tap your thumb on the screen, that's how high the ball will bounce to. And like the cool thing is it kind of has that little peggle path, you know, so like you can show where the ball is going, and then you direct it to try to hit these little point circles. And once you clear out all the point circles, you've won the stage. And when I first started playing this, I was like, well, you know, so what? So you place a bunch of point circles around. I mean, like, how much different is that than like old school Breakout, like hitting all the bricks, you know?
Right.
But the cool thing is like, you get into like these other stages, like by the time you get into World 4, you know, they start throwing in these ones where you follow a path. And then like in stage 3, you have these square obstacles, and then as you hit the obstacles bounce around, and you're trying to hit the point circles inside of them. So it's like, it throws in a lot of little twists and turns to an old formula, and that's what I like about it. And it also has like this slow me button up here. It's like a recharge thing. Like if I hold my finger on there, you can see that meter going down. And like while that's happening, the ball is going in slow motion. So like that gives you the extra time that you need to get that really precise aiming. I enjoyed the concept of the game, and it seems to me like it's the kind of thing that's extensible. So I'm hoping it's one of those iPhone games that the developer will come back to and update with new stages.
Keep adding
like
things. Yeah, like same with Geared. It seems like he kind of listened to everybody's complaints and just made it better. And I mean,
yep, that's always the cool thing about iPhone games. Is that tends to happen.
So yeah, should we go check on Ryan's auction, see how he got his car? Or not?
Yeah, I guess so. He's gonna be bummed if he didn't get it though.
Yeah.
He was like waiting right up. He was gonna fully eBay like robot.
What's wrong, Billy? No money for new games? Well, try GameFly. GameFly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 6,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free. Once you're done playing a game, send it back and GameFly will send you the next available game on your list. If you really like the game you're playing, simply click Keep It on the GameFly website and the game is yours, at a discounted price. GameFly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. Co-op fans will get a 2-week free trial when they go to gamefly.com/co-op. Some restrictions apply, see site for details.
I have to say, one of the most requested games in the history of our show. I had just walked in on Matt because we were about to head out to go to record a Rebel FM, and I was like, hey man, the guys are here, we're about to go. And he was just like, wait, all right, one sec. And I turn around to start to walk out, and I hear, motherfucker!
Matt called me on the phone earlier today, and you were like, this game, I swear to God. And you told me that you played as a thief, right?
Yeah.
And how was that for you?
I don't know if like that's a bad class to choose at the beginning or something.
It probably is, because I started with the thief.
Yeah.
And not for any particular reason other than, oh, this person has cool clothes.
Right.
So I picked the thief, and I'm like bouncing around and dying and dying and dying. I'm like, screw this, I'm gonna tank. And so I went and picked the knight, and I felt much happier.
Yeah. This game is really trying to, it's like trying to turn you into a masochist. You know, that's like, I feel like there's little programmer demons over at From Software who are like, we're gonna make everybody in the world evil by making them play this game.
Yes, there are. I've seen them, they are awesome.
First off, you suck. And second, it is a game of moments. It really is. And it's just like a stack of moments that you just have to like experience and get through. And maybe you don't like it, and maybe you do, but you know, it is very antiquated, and it is built upon like decades of old school or Japanese RPGs and Western ones, but especially like Japanese ones like Shiren the Wanderer and more modern games that are like roguelikes and stuff like that. And it's just, and especially from the developer From Software who made King's Field, which was also a very hardcore sort of game.
From Software is notorious for their unforgiving, antiquated, but at the same time, like if you're willing to like reach deep into it, like you get a really rewarding experience.
But this one, I mean, Demon's Souls especially is like really one of their better designed games.
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
And it's funny that we talk about antiquated, but like some of their online stuff is just incredible. The fact that I can call people into my game right before the boss and they'll help you out, and that's awesome. I love that.
And since you remain at half health or 3/4 health if you find that ring right in the beginning, in your soul form until you actually take out a boss, it's to your benefit that if you see somebody requesting aid to go jump into their world, because then you can kill that boss and then you get your full life back.
The online stuff, the online messages that people can leave, and the blood stains that show how people died, like that is what initially hooked me and made me think, wow, this game is a little bit different than just like an RPG.
It's one of the most interesting like implementations of online anything into like a single player experience. I think that's exactly what I want. It's kind of like in Monty Python Holy Grail where they're like, and there must that's how I felt like when I was looking at the messages and I turn around, I'm like, monster!
Yeah. Admittedly, didn't get very far in this game. I played for about 3 or 4 hours and didn't make it through the first area, and just after having to play through one section over and over and over again, it was about like playing the game in the most obnoxious way that you could possibly have to play it, which is to memorize every step of the way to get to the end eventually. It was like a comment on, it felt like negative commentary on video games. I hadn't felt this way about playing a game since I played a Suda51 game like No More Heroes, where it's like, is this giant open world a joke? Like, is this game a joke? Is this game making fun of me for being a video gamer? If it is, I want to be laughing with it and not have it laughing at me, I guess is how I played this game.
I'm no stranger to a grind in games. You know, this game reminds me a lot of games that I used to play, and maybe that's the thing, is that I've already used up my patience level on games that I played in the past. You know, like I played Rogue for a while back in the day, which is the most punishing game in history. Yeah. And then I played text MMOs for a while back in the early days of college, and I played one where if you died, you lost experience, and you would usually lose 1 or 2 levels worth, which people who've played EverQuest are familiar with, but everything that you got, all of your items, were also on your body, and if you weren't able to make it back to your body disintegrated, and so did everything on your corpse. Maybe it's just those past experiences have made it so that I don't have that kind of patience for these kinds of games anymore, because I'm playing this, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I have now put 8 hours into this game. I've put 8 hours into Demon's Souls. I am not progressing. I am not getting anywhere. So like, all right, well maybe I need
somewhere because you got further than I got.
Right, but I'm thinking like, okay, well maybe now that I got through the first castle, all right, maybe I just need to grind a whole bunch on these souls. So I found this one, there's this skeleton demon that like rolls at you like right in the beginning, and he's worth 300 souls. So I'm just gonna keep going back out and in to the stage and killing this guy over and over and over again. And if I die, I'm right there. I can always go and get my corpse back and get back all of my souls. So I was doing this, getting souls, buying some upgrades and stuff like that, and after a while it's just like, what the fuck am I doing? Seriously, what the fuck am I doing? I've just done the same thing over and over and over again for 2 hours. Like, I have a life that I need to get back to. I can't do this.
Well, the best place to grind, as everybody knows, is the red-eyed demon, the red-eyed knight in level 1-1. Because you make him fall off the stairs. You make him fall off the stairs, you get 2,000 right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, you were
Bang.
screwing up,
You're
man.
doing it wrong. Noob.
Now see, that's the thing though, is that like I twittered several times about how frustrated I was with this game, and I expected to get a lot of replies like, oh, you just suck at games, or that kind of thing.
Right.
But I got a lot of replies from people that are like, yeah man, I love this game, but I can totally see how it's not for everybody.
Well.
So I think what you're getting at is what
it.
the hell's what's great about it, you know?
Right. Well,
where the combat didn't seem great, the world didn't seem great, the story didn't seem great. So I'm thinking this is a game that everyone is recommending I play, and aside from the new like online mechanic, I didn't know what else about it was great. Like the core gameplay mechanics didn't seem great to me, so I didn't know what the point was.
I find it interesting because I picked the knight, as I mentioned, and I really enjoyed myself because while you said the combat wasn't particularly satisfying, I found it extremely satisfying.
Really?
Every monster I fought felt like a huge victory, and it felt really good. The game, the reason I wasn't frustrated, I died a lot, like everybody. But I didn't feel frustrated because it felt fair. When I died because I screwed up.
I almost feel like when I'm actually the live player with my full health, the first thing that I want to do when I get into a stage is just die. Just to get it over with.
Die in the Nexus.
Die in the Nexus? Why would I want to die in the Nexus?
You'll change the world tendency to more toward black.
Oh, when you die in the stage, it turns more toward black?
Yeah. Because there's this... Yeah.
I think Matt's beyond that. No, he doesn't give a shit about world tendency, I'm afraid. He just...
Screw that
Even
shit.
I don't have the time.
But isn't the situation like if the world tendency goes more toward black, the enemies get harder?
Yeah, but you get better items. I think.
So if I'm dying all the time, let's make the game harder. How is that good game design? How is that a benefit to the player?
You made a reference to it before in MMOs. There are still MMOs that make you lose experience when you die.
It takes a certain type of gamer, I think, to be able to play a game like Demon's Souls and really appreciate it. And you probably know if you're that type.
I guess I'm that kind of gamer because I borrowed Ray's copy actually because he had the imported copy.
Right.
And I played through the first level as the demon or as the thief.
Right.
And then I played it through it again as the knight. And I finished it and like I had such a rush from killing the first boss, and I'm like, I gotta go buy this game. So I immediately jumped on Amazon and bought it because it was nowhere to be found. It's things like you're running across the bridge and the dragon is coming and
you're scared shitless.
You're scared shitless, the bridge is shaking, the camera's turning, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But then you make it and you're like, thank god, this is the most amazing game ever.
Or you don't, and you break a controller or three.
Yeah.
We only saw that side of the equation, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of my motherfucker moments. I mean, I twittered about it. I was just like, oh, that fucking Tower Knight. God damn it. And then, like, Ray walks up to me. He's like, so, having trouble on the Tower Knight, are ya? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, just gotta be patient. And I'm like...
Oh, man. That's the thing is, like, I knew. Like, when I played as much as I did, yes, I stopped. But I knew that would be the reward, is that somewhere down the line there, because I saw that dragon, and I was like, I bet I get to kill that dragon, and that would feel good. But I just don't think I have it in me to go forward to get to the point where I'm gonna go kill this dragon.
The whole game, you're just like trying to get through this, this goddamn gauntlet of shit, and then you finally get to the end and you see that final like fog thing that leads to the boss, and you're like, shit, I gotta go back. I'm not ready for this. So you go all the way back, and then it's like, okay, now I got all my arrows and stuff.
But the levels are somewhat ingeniously designed in that, like, you open up a fast way to the boss.
Way, right? Yeah. Oh, to the boss, there's a fast way.
Yeah.
It's like the enemies respawn, but the world doesn't. To put it that way. There's that weird part of me that just sort of like laughs it off a lot of the time, like especially if it's like running away from a dragon and not succeeding and just getting toasted. You're just like, what the fuck is this? Oh well, let's do it again.
I'm the same way, actually.
I guess we're just different that we have played a lot of different kinds of RPGs throughout
Not
like
just
years
Final
and years.
Fantasy.
Year after year after year. So it's like, I guess it does jump out at us a little more, and we are a little more accepting of it.
It spoke to me. It's a really good game, and I'm definitely going to beat it. I feel like it's one of my best purchases this year. And playing a lot of different RPGs, it jumps out at me. And having played enough games this year where, like, if something jumps out at me, it must be something special. I appreciate that.
Truce.
Truce.
What if life was like Squarespace?
Squarespace is a publishing system for anyone looking to build a blog, portfolio, or any kind of website. Squarespace offers a uniquely flexible tool for just about anyone, no coding experience required, to build high-end, complex websites with the same functionality and uniqueness that you find on some of the highest trafficked pages on the web. Good taste not included. Sign up today and use promo code COOP.
Gentlemen, we have ourselves a problem.
I hate problems.
Me too. And I'm a tank.
Hey, what's the situation?
As you can see here, the terrorists have come into possession of a PEN-15 nuclear device.
That is one phallic-shaped mechanical device.
Very astute, Jason. Here are the coordinates to the terrorist secret hideout. Find that bomb, and make sure it doesn't explode all over your faces.
The only problem with this nightclub is that it's run by ninjas.
Hey, there's Rob. Hey, Rob.
What's wrong, Rob?
Is it your pride?
Is it that you're a dinosaur?
No, that's fine.
Maybe it's because your legs don't work.
Man, my back always gets broken.
Hey, there's the bomb, and it's guarded by ninjas.
Yeah! Good job, Jason. You hit them right where it hurts.
Yeah, right in their robot one-eyed yoga chaka.
It's better, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like, what was that on my head? Like, I had these spikes on my head. What was
Dude,
that?
it's a mohawk.
Oh,
it's a mohawk.
okay, that's cool.
I mean, you want to be badass, right? I mean, come on,
that's like true. That's pretty cool.
Rob's a dinosaur. How more badass can you get than a dinosaur? I mean, he was like dancing and fighting and
that was cool.
So like, badass. Okay, there was more that we asked in this. It was more exciting. I like that you made me a tank.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's
You're a
badass,
good,
right?
you make a good tank, man.
Pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Oh, thanks. That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
I always thought I'd make a good tank.
Yeah, I thought so. You are a tank.
I mean, the first thing that popped in my mind.
Yeah,
right.
that only makes sense. Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely more badass, definitely more exciting. But seriously, you guys, like, who would watch this?